Hey, thanks for tuning in again to another edition of Where the 99 Lead. I'm Andrew Joyce, your host, and you've tuned to Where the 99 Lead. It's a program about the University of Pikeville, brought to you by the University of Pikeville. Of course, we talk about those historic 99 steps that lead to campus, but also lead from campus into our community, into our region, and into the world. And we'll truly go worldwide today. A special program talking about a special mission trip involving University of Pikeville students, and we'll meet a couple of those students right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Sally Smith. Welcome to Where the 99 Lead.
Thank you.
Sally Smith, let's have some background on you and talk about your status at the University of Pikeville and how you arrived there.
Okay. Well, I'm from Gays Creek, Kentucky. I live right near the Buckhorn Lake, and so the University of Pikeville was really close to home. And when I was graduating high school, I was accepted into the Osteopathic Medical Scholars Program.
Sure.
So that's the main reason that I'm here.
Right.
I'm a junior here, biology major. I'm on the dance team, student government, I do all kinds of things.
Sure. And of course, the University of Pikeville provides a lot of opportunities.
Absolutely.
And the Osteopathic Medical Student Scholars Program, I know it has brought some students there. And obviously, you've got things together for your future. Still on track for the med school?
Yes.
Very good. Sally Smith, and also joined by Lindsey Gilbert. Lindsey, welcome to Where the 99 Lead.
Thank you.
Let's talk about some background. Where do you come from? How did you get here?
I'm actually from a small town called Oliveville, Kentucky, and I came to University of Pikeville. I just saw the school, fell in love with it after a few trips down.
Yeah.
And I'm a sophomore, biology major, pre-med as well. Hopefully going to the Kentucky School of Osteopathic Medicine.
Sure. Two young ladies that obviously have their futures well in hand and on the right road. A lot of extracurricular activities at the University of Pikeville, but we're going to talk about something today that steps outside of campus, and it's an important mission for UPike students. A lot of students during Christmas break, they try to find somewhere to go, whether it be a beach, whether it be home to spend time with family, or maybe to the mountains to go skiing. You two were part of a group of 17 UPike students who recently traveled to Haiti to work with Praying Pelican Ministries. What was that group's mission?
Well, our mission, as a whole, I know we couldn't help all of Haiti,
Sure.
but our mission was in a small community. They were in need of a reservoir to hold water. So what we did is we went down, and as a group, hand by hand, we picked up rocks and moved them across, and we picked up gravel, and slowly we built the base. We didn't get to finish the cistern, the reservoir, but we did start the foundation and the work on this. And also we brought supplies. They have a vision to start a school there in the future, and we brought school supplies, toys for kids,
Sure.
Shampoo, conditioner, little things we don't think about that as a community they really needed.
It's a very poor part of our world as well, and Haiti considered one of those third world countries, and I think sometimes we say third world country and we're desensitized. We just consider, okay, a poor country, there's a lot of need there. What can one person do to help? But obviously 17 from the University of Pikeville took it upon themselves to travel to Haiti. Let's remind folks about Haiti. In January 2010, a 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck just outside of Port-au-Prince. It was reported nearly 200,000 were killed and 1 million left homeless. What did you expect, Sally, before you arrived? And then what was your impression as you got off the plane there in Haiti?
Well, as I've told many people, I went into this trip with a totally open mind. I was ready to see anything. And when I got off the airplane, it was just very overwhelming. There were so many people, so many cars, and then there's just so much to see. And as you're traveling on the bus, you were trying to look out both windows and see everything you could. There were just people selling things on the side of the road. You could see houses. It was just a lot to take in.
Right. A little different than Buckhorn.
Much different.
And a little different than Pikeville as well.
Yes.
Lindsey, same question. As you prepared, what did you expect, and then your thoughts as you got off the plane?
I did expect there to be a lot of poverty, but even with these expectations, I was really surprised. Riding on the bus through, I guess I would call it the slums of
Sure.
the Haiti, the poorest of the poor, we could see shacks. When we think of a shack, we think 4 walls, maybe a door and a roof. When now my vision of a shack is sticks, like very twigs holding up, no roofs,
Sure.
3 walls maybe. You never have a door. That's my idea now.
Yeah, and a new definition of poor.
Poverty.
And
That
a
takes
lot,
on
a lot of folks that might be considered poor here, they would be wealthy
Right.
in places like you visited in Haiti, and nearly 1 million left homeless from the earthquake in 2010. We want to talk about that and how many are now in homes, but very poor. Obviously, it's a difficult situation to get turned around and back on their feet. What were your concerns going in to Haiti?
Like my worries?
Sure.
I really was worrying for the country, not myself. I was never afraid. Once we were there, we were greeted by our Praying Pelican leaders,
Sure.
who were Haitian, and they handled everything. Everything went so smoothly, never a problem. So my only concerns were my emotional ties with the people of Haiti.
Right.
Because I did fall in love, and it was hard to see them in that need and not be able to help, just to do a small part. I think that's my biggest concern.
And you felt safe the entire time?
Yeah, I never had a problem.
Right.
I was never afraid.
Sally, what were your fears going in?
I really didn't have any fears. I think my mother was the one
Sure.
with the fear. I was really excited about it, ready for a new experience. And when I got there, it was all I could have ever dreamed of. And I felt safe the whole time I was there.
Talking with UPike students Sally Smith and Lindsey Gilbert, they were part of a UPike mission team that traveled with Praying Pelican Ministries to Haiti over Christmas break, and we talk about mission trips from time to time. The UPike med students, they travel on mission trips on a yearly basis, and we talk about something that happened over Christmas break, and we've talked about the other opportunities that were out there. There were other places to go. Folks went skiing, they went to the beach, they went home and hung out and ate mama and daddy's cooking, and obviously you guys didn't do that. When you have a mission trip that's coming up during a break from school, a well-deserved break from school, Sally, why did you want to be a part of this mission trip and this ministry?
Well, I love to travel.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been one of my favorite things. When I first heard about the mission trip, I just knew that I had to go. I've always wanted to go on a mission trip and had never really gotten an opportunity to before, and this just seemed like a sign. It was the perfect opportunity, and I told my mom about it, and she was excited about it too. So,
Sure. Expensive to be able to go on these trips.
yes.
A lot of folks think, okay, mission trip, somebody else is going to pay the way, but that wasn't the case at all, was it?
No.
A lot of fundraising. We'll talk more about that as we go. Lindsey, Christmas break, you could have done a lot of things. I know Olive Hill's a happening place.
It is.
There are beaches to the south, there are mountains to the north, and things are rocking in Olive Hill, but you chose to go on this trip. Obviously, a greater need out there. Why did you decide to take part in this?
Actually, at first, there were 2 trips offered at the University of Pikeville. The biology club was going to Belize, and I was full on track to go there.
That sounds
on
like a
my
beach
mind.
moment.
Yes. But I heard about the Haiti trip, and I went to a meeting, and it started tugging at my heart. I knew I had to go. I really got involved with it, and slowly I just totally even forgot about the Belize trip. Completely put it out of my mind, and I'm so happy I went. It really changed my life going.
Right. And a lot of times when we talk with students, we talk with anyone that is on a trip like this, it certainly is life-changing because we step out of our comfort zone. We step out of our little old Eastern Kentucky homes and the things that we're accustomed to and the things that we take for granted that you helped with on this mission trip with building a reservoir and clean drinking water, things that we so take for granted. Mission trip requires a lot of preparation, logistical planning, and fundraising long before the real work begins. So once you reach your destination, So how did you prepare for the trip? A lot of planning, a lot of fundraising, a lot goes into it. And when did you begin planning for the trip? I guess we'll ask, and we'll start with Lindsey.
I don't know when we actually started with our meetings. I want to say it was end of September, maybe?
I think so.
I really don't know. Oh, don't quote me on that. But once we started, we just talked about why, like, if we went to Haiti, what would we do there?
True.
If we went to Haiti, it was still an if. And when it came in November, end of November, we were like, well, we're going to Haiti. So now we need money,
Yes.
which we've been fundraising, but now we need all of the money. We need
Right.
plane tickets. We need to know if we have to have shots. We need to have donations when we go. If we want to do that, we need to be prepared.
Sure.
Things like we brought work gloves, we brought water bottles. We watched videos to prepare us for what we were going to see,
Right.
what we were going to endure.
How similar were real conditions to the videos you saw in preparation?
The videos, I mean, when you see it on a screen and when you're there with the dust in your mouth and you're able to see it through your own eyes, it's a totally different experience.
Right.
Right.
When you're in Haiti, when you're working and alongside folks that don't take water for granted, do you appreciate every drink of water more so?
It means a lot more.
I guarantee it. Sally, let's talk about fundraising. First of all, what did this trip cost for students at the university?
I think it was about a total of $1,400.
Pretty expensive for a college student.
Mm-hmm.
And talk about fundraising. What were some of the things that took place?
Well, first, I think we had the golf tournament that we helped out with, and half the proceeds went to our trip and half went to the med school trip. And so that really helped a lot. That was a big chunk of money. And then the rest of it was mostly up to us. We went around to local businesses, people that we knew. We asked for donations. And then I myself work on campus as a tutor in the library, and I saved my money from working and helped pay for the last bit of it.
Right. Still an expensive endeavor. Is it something you would do again?
Absolutely. We're preparing to go again in January, I believe.
Okay. And going back to Haiti?
Mm-hmm.
If we could help it. We want to start on that school I was talking about.
Sure.
If we could get that chance, it would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
We want to talk more about that. Also in Haiti, there are some language barriers. They don't speak hillbilly, and English is a stretch as well. So in Haiti, the primary language, Creole, and also French. What was it like communicating with the people there in Haiti?
Younger children, the very young ones, it was really just pointing and grunting. Usually you could get across that way. The older children, most of them were actually fluent. I won't say fluent. They knew quite a bit of English. College students were pretty fluent in English, Spanish, French, and Creole. They learned all four. Adults, we usually had a translator with us who would go in between when we had any issues.
Absolutely. So I guess the restaurants in Haiti,
Yeah.
let's talk about that.
Well, the first day that we got there, they took us to a restaurant-type hotel to rest and have lunch. But really, we didn't have any interaction with anybody that worked there. Our team leaders were basically were the ones that served us and spoke with us. We didn't have to order. They already had a set thing made for us. And then most other times, the house that we stayed at, the pastor that lives there, his family would cook our meals for us.
Right.
So when we would come home for dinner each night, it would be ready for us. So we didn't ever have to order anything off of a menu.
No McDonald's drive-through, no U-Pike cafeteria. As awesome as it is, it was nowhere to be found, right?
No.
So a little different situation. Talking with Sally Smith and Lindsey Gilbert, students at the University of Pikeville, and talking about a mission trip to Port-au-Prince, Haiti, with Praying Pelican Ministries. And Haiti, of course, a tropical climate, as opposed to the cold temperatures that we endured over the Christmas holiday. Clean drinking water we take for granted, and we have lots of it. I also learned that you really enjoyed the Haitian food, and I've heard about Haitian food. Let's talk about that just a little bit. Sally, you made a face. I'm starting with you.
I loved it. I'm usually not too adventurous with food. I'm not a big fan of all kinds of sauces and things like that, and
Sure.
a lot of the food there kind of had different sauces and different things in it. But I decided to be open to new experiences.
Yes.
And it was amazing. Everything I ate. I didn't try one thing that I did not like.
What was the most unusual food item you tried?
I actually ate, it's a red snapper fish, and they take the entire fish, the head and all, and they gut it and deep fry it, and there you go. And so I was like, I don't know how to eat this. And so I asked one of the people that's from Haiti, I was like,
Right.
do I just like, how does this work? And so I tried it, and it was amazing.
Right. So now the next fish you pull out of Buckhorn Lake, all you have to do is gut it and deep fry it, and you're
Right.
good. You're good. Lindsey, let's talk about the Haitian food. I've heard a lot about it, and I've heard that it's tremendous food and it has a taste all its own. Let's hear your experiences.
Well, I had a rule that every time that we ate, no matter where we were, I had to try one of everything.
Sure.
Even if it's a small portion, I had to try everything at least
Right.
once. So we would wake up in the morning, and actually where we lived on the grounds, there were coffee beans, and they would pick the coffee beans, hand roast them, hand grind them, and then we would drink the coffee. We also had cocoa that way. There were so many different types of food that I had never experienced. It's like here, when you eat a pineapple here, it's not the same as eating a pineapple in Haiti.
Sure.
It's a whole different experience. I can't even eat bananas here anymore.
Wow.
Everything was incredible.
Right. Haitian food, I asked Sally the most unusual thing that she tried. The fresh picked coffee, that sounds incredible to me, but let's talk unusual. What was the most unusual you tried?
Unusual. They had this thing, it was a root. I can't really. Yucca root, and they would fry it. They
Yes.
would ground it up and fry it, and when I ate it, it tasted like a hush puppy.
Okay.
But it was very addicting. Every time that they would bring out a plate, all the Haitians went wild. It's like their favorite, and they would go and eat them up as fast as they could.
Wow. Sounds like it's not that different from the cooking that we've grown up with at Grandma's house. I hear deep fried fish. I hear yucca root that's like hush puppies. It sounds like it's not that different. Of course, the red snapper with the head on it, a little tough to get past that.
At first, yeah, and then once I got the first bite, I was like, okay, I can handle this. It's
All right.
really good.
Sally, something you tried that was absolutely awful.
Gosh, I don't think that I tried anything that I didn't like.
Okay. Lindsey?
The only bad taste I ever had in my mouth was dust.
Ah.
Everything else is great.
Right. And of course, the water supply there, a lack of it, building a reservoir. How far along is the recovery process in Haiti since the earthquake in January 2010?
Slow. Very slow. Of course, we weren't there before, so we don't know where it started.
Right.
But what we saw, if that would have happened in America, I would be astonished if it would be anywhere close to where it is today.
Right.
Like, they're still in huts, shacks, tents, if they have houses at all. And people are all over each other. For such a large amount of population, it really seems like they have nowhere to go.
Right. Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the Western Hemisphere. Estimated annual income of $1,200 per year per person. Yet you both found people you met, particularly the children in the orphanage, to be poor in treasure but rich in spirit, so to speak. Sally, let's talk about your thoughts about that.
Well, here at home, you know, we have everything, and we take it for granted.
Sure.
And growing up, I learned not to do that. My mom's a social worker, so she instilled that quality into me. And so when I went, I was just so excited to see these kids, and most of them run around with no shoes on.
Right.
And, you know, they're just so happy to see you. They don't have anything, but they're still so happy. And it's just amazing for us to realize that, you know, a lot of people here have everything, and they're still not happy.
Yeah.
But those little kids run around with no shoes on and nothing, but they're still just so happy.
Do they
It's
even
amazing.
realize they're poor?
No, they don't realize that they don't have these things because they don't need them.
Right. Absolutely. Lindsey, your thoughts?
This is the part that tugged on my heart, the emotional strain of leaving them.
Right.
They seemed to never miss anything. They would run up to us and love us no matter what. But even like the adults we talked to, they never asked for things. They would come and meet us outside, people we've never met before, and say, "Oh, we're so excited to see you. We love you." They'd hug us, kiss us on the cheeks.
Sure.
They said we don't, like, before they even knew we brought donations, they said, "We're not asking for money. We don't want it. What we're asking is for your prayer."
Right.
And just for you to be here.
Right. Truly rich in spirit.
Right, truly.
Wow. Eye-opening experience for 17 from the University of Pikeville, and those 17 from the university bring that experience back to Eastern Kentucky. How does that change our world?
Gosh, all of us came back and said it changed our lives, and I think it really did. It seems like everybody we tell of our experience, they're just astonished that we went in thinking we were going to help somebody else and came back that they completely changed our lives instead. We thought we were going there to help them, and they really changed us.
Right. Have either of you had an opportunity to share your experiences outside of this program with groups or people since you've been able to return? Have you been able to share your experiences with others?
I shared a couple of the girls that went on the trip. We shared the other night at the 737 program on campus. They showed some pictures and kind of asked us what was going on in the picture at that time, and we told the group that was there about our trip.
Of course, you mentioned 737. UPike chaplain Rob Music, a part of that. He spearheaded the mission trip and is hoping to return next year. You talked about an elementary school that there are plans for. Any thoughts on returning on that trip or other mission trips in the future, Sally?
I absolutely want to go again on this trip in January.
Back to Haiti?
Yes.
Already making plans?
Yes.
Stuff and change in the piggy bank?
Yes.
Absolutely. Lindsey, how about you?
I would love to start fundraising now.
Yeah.
The more money we get, the better things are going to be when we go. We could take more people, that's more hands to help,
Sure.
but also we could take more supplies, help them more there.
Was this the first trip by UPike students to Haiti since the earthquake in 2010?
Yes.
And since you've come back, you've had opportunity to talk with other UPike students about your trip, those that didn't get to go.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been able to pass along your excitement and maybe recruit more students to visit the next time in January of 2000? I guess that would be 2014.
Mm-hmm. Everyone I've talked to has said, "Man, I wish I would have gone on that trip.
Right.
Man, I wish I could have gone on that trip."
Right.
And they're all excited. They go, "Next year I'm going."
Yes.
There's never an if. They go, "Next year I have to go on this."
Sure. Sally?
I've had the same experience. All of my friends that I told them all I was going, and a couple of them were like, "Oh, that's great. You'll have a good time." And then when I came back and I was so excited and told them all about it, they were like, "I should have gone on that trip.
Absolutely.
That would have been awesome."
You're tuned to Where the 99 Lead. It's a program brought to you by the University of Pikeville. We talk things regarding the University of Pikeville and, of course, the Where the 99 Lead. That's the historic 99 steps that lead to campus, but also from campus into our community, into our region, into Central Appalachia, and even to Port-au-Prince, Haiti. That's where these young ladies have been on a mission trip, and of course part of the group with Praying Pelican Ministries. Praying Pelican Ministries, girls, could one of you tell me what's the purpose of Praying Pelican Ministries and how did you become involved with that program? I'm sure UPike chaplain Rob Music had something to do with it.
Try everything.
Okay.
Yeah, when he said, "Oh, we're going to Haiti," well, we never thought, what are we going to do when we get there?
Right.
But then slowly he was in contact with this group, Praying Pelican, and they would send back, "Well, this is what you need to bring. To even to be able to sleep here, you need to bring this. This is what you should bring if you want to be involved this way." They would ask us, when you come, what do you want to do in Haiti? What is your mission? What is your goal? And they just completely built around us. And we were there, they were ready. They had a bus for us, they had us a place to sleep, they had us food. They were really, really wonderful.
On top of it. Praying Pelican Ministries, obviously, it's a religious organization. And as you travel to Haiti and you arrive there in the village, you talk about the orphanage and the children there. What type of religious interactions did you have? Were there worship services? Were there opportunities there on the religious side?
We went to church twice, to 2 different churches. The pastor that we were working with, helping build the reservoir on the property, we went to church there on Sunday, and then on Wednesday we went to church at the church that's within walking distance of where we were staying.
Sure.
And each day when we were working at Pastor Jackie's church, in the afternoons we would get together, and the kids would be back from school, and they would come to the church, and we would throw together like a little children's ministry. We'd act out a Bible story for them, and then our Haitian leaders would lead them in songs, and then we would separate them into girls and boys, and then do a craft with one group while the other played a game, and then switch. And they really enjoyed that.
So it wasn't just moving rocks and building reservoirs, but sounds like it's almost a mini vacation Bible school as well in the afternoon.
Yeah.
An after-school program for the kids there. Praying Pelican Ministries, and of course UPike Chaplain Rob Music spearheading that effort. How many will return in January? How many would you ladies like to see go with you? Can this group get much larger?
Oh gosh, yeah. We'll take as many as we can.
All right. Start fundraising now.
Yeah.
And you ladies on your way back to Haiti. And I don't know, we've got a couple of minutes remaining on this edition as we talk about the Haiti mission trip. Lindsey, if you would, in 30 seconds, a minute, take your time, what would you tell someone who asked you, why should I go on a Haiti mission trip?
Why shouldn't you? Instead of sitting at your house, I mean, yeah, it's all nice, sit and watch TV, play your video games, whatever. You could really be out there making a difference. It might be a small dent in the big problem, but you're at least making an effort. You could change somebody's life. You could change one person's life and start a chain reaction who changed many others. Or like us, it changed my life.
Right.
I look at things completely through a new set of eyes now.
You left for Haiti looking to change other people and help them, and sometimes it's ourselves that get changed.
Right.
Sally?
Well,
here's your recruiting pitch.
Basically, Lindsey covered it all. Why shouldn't you? You know, it's nice to be home with air conditioner and things like that, but once you experience something like that, I just don't know how to describe it. It's incredible. It will change your life.
And touching the lives of others, and I think that's important for all of us to encounter. I always ask on trips like these, a lot of times mission groups will go on trips and they have tons of luggage. They take lots of things, and when they return, the bags seem to be lighter. Let's talk about that. As you travel to Haiti, what did you take with you, and what did you return with? I've known of some to come back with only the clothes on their back.
Right, that's what Rob did. Yeah. Rob took, I think, multiple suitcases of his own, and when he came back, he had a backpack, which I think held a few of his personal items, and that was all. I know most of us, if we did not leave our bags, we did at least empty them out.
Right.
And I think we took 22 on the way down, and we returned with 14.
Wow.
14 suitcases.
It's incredible. And that's what it's all about. Praying Pelican Ministries, along with the University of Pikeville, and of course, to learn more about this mission trip and future projects, you can talk with Rob Music. He's been a guest on this show before, and that's Robert Music at upike.edu. And got to say thanks, ladies, Sally Smith, Lindsey Gilbert, to UPike students that have been changing our world a little at a time in Haiti and looking to go back in January 2014. Thanks for sharing your experience with us, and truly I can see that your lives have been changed.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
You've been tuned to Where the 99 Lead. It's a program brought to you by the University of Pikeville. We talk all things regarding the University of Pikeville. I'm Andrew Joyce, your host. Be sure to tune again to Where the 99 Lead, brought to you by the University of Pikeville, the leading university of Central Appalachia.